So once again we find ourselves back into the district, and we're going back into those sewers where we found Zelazny, so let's see what's down here now. I imagine a door somewhere is mysteriously unlocked. It's going to give us access to a new area. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. The old noodle factory.
You one of Tong's boys?
No. I just like hanging out in the sewers because they smell better than what I eat for breakfast. Any other stupid questions?
Not yet. But if I come up with one, I'll be sure to ask. Where's the kid?
We thought he was in the upper city, holed up nice and tight inside the bell tower compound. But as it turned out, the fox got nervous. Didn't like the look of Tong's flex stick, so they moved his son someplace safer.
What could be safer than inside bell tower headquarters?
You're about to find out, migrant. They're holding him just around that corner in the basement of an old noodle factory. Won't be easy getting him out either, because the men guarding him aren't your typical bell tower police. These are warriors, specially trained, heavily augmented.
I have a feeling I may have met them before. If that's the case, you got an escape plan?
You are the escape plan, my friend. Didn't Tong tell you? If Bell Tower finds out anyone else is involved, things are going to get very ugly in Lower Hengsha.
So Tong's willing to risk his kid's life on one man's abilities?
Not necessarily. When you get to Tong's son, give him this. He'll know what to do with it. Now get going. Wouldn't want you to miss your next ride.
Awesome. So this is one of the DLC missions that's now been baked into the main plot of the story in the director's cut, where we get to rescue young Tracer Tong from Bell Tower. And then, although I've not played it a great deal myself, I know that Tracer Tong is a character in the original Deus Ex game, the old one. So yeah, this mission was kind of like a treat, a bit of fan service for those old school fans. Now we're just going to waltz through this poison because it doesn't really mean a lot to us. Although we haven't actually got a code for that door. So without it, waltzing through that poison, kind of pointless. What have we got here? Not a lot. Just a couple of boxes covering this up for no... Oh, there we go. There's a thing. So you didn't even need the lung upgrade there. It's one of the more situational upgrades, but we still haven't got a lock for that door, and I don't feel like blowing it up when there might be other options. Typhoon ammo. Revolver ammo. That's all welcome. And now we start to get into enemy territory. So that's us through the laser grid, because they're just not a problem anymore. Anything exciting in this room? I'll definitely take all these chalky bars, because that's very nice to have. Weapon cabinet. Where does this door lead? Because I don't know if there's any reason to be going in this room. But there's a chance to choke out a random goon, so maybe it's worth taking. Pressing Q. There we go. The rare chair takedown. There's only about 5 or 6 enemies in the game probably that you can use that on. But we found one. So is this door taking us the wrong way, or what? Oh, is that... There we go. So if we'd unlocked that, we could have come in there, choked out goon, and then found our way back into this kitchen area. Sweet. This door leads us to where exactly? Well, I mean, it's the right direction. Go over there, that's fine. This place looks cool. These guards aren't very good. Oh, shit. Didn't really want the body to end up down there, but that's happened, so someone's probably going to find it.
One of our guys is down.
Yeah.
I think he's alive.
I think he's alive. I hope he's alive.
Come on, Father. How long is it going to take to break me out of here? Bored almost to tears.
It's alright, Tong. We'll be there in a second. Hopefully. Right. Okay, there we go, they found me. Fuck's sake. At least that guy hasn't. And we've got a thing. We haven't got the code for the camera thing. That's fine. Maybe we'll grab it later if we need it. Got a lot of shit filling up this inventory now. I'd rather take a hyperstimulant shotgun just in case. Now, nobody seems to know where I am exactly. Okay, now they know. Fucking cameras. Right. Oh, I can't. There we go. And there we go. There's one more camera, but nobody seems terribly inclined to come down and actually have a look, so it's all good. No, it's one of these cells that won't Tong in. Here it is. Hi, Tong. I've just shot your camera out. Maybe I've got to hack the security thing to open the door. That does seem plausible. I mean, they've given us like 600 unlocking devices, so I don't need to be quite as thrifty with them as I have been so far. Now, Mr. Tong.
You Tong's kid.
So my mother keeps telling me, but you are neither bell tower nor Chinese. Am I to assume my honored father is covering his back by sending you in to spring me instead of his harvesters?
Wise assumption. Let's get out of here.
I don't think so. Last time I checked, Bell Tower had a lot of firepower out there. You may have been able to slip past them with ease, but I'm thinking it's
With
safer
ease.
in here. No offense, American.
None taken. I wasn't crazy about the odds myself, but when I questioned it, I was told to give you this.
Well, well. Way to go, Father. This changes everything. Assuming they reassembled it correctly. You ready to go?
Tell me something first. How the hell was Bell Tower able to nab you?
Whatever do you mean?
Come on, kid. I may not be 100% up on the triads, but I'm betting your dad's not far from becoming a dragon head. I find it highly unlikely that the local authorities could just waltz in and take off with his son.
Under normal circumstances, you would be right. But in this case, I'm the one who waltzed over to them.
You volunteered to be kidnapped? Why?
Let's just say, my father and I do not share the same love of augmentations. I find them dangerous and not something our family should be putting so much trust in. But father expects me to, how do you say it? Follow in his footprints? So a change of scenery is required.
I'm not following you.
Tong Si-hung would never willingly allow his only son to leave his side. I needed a way to convince him that I had to leave Hengsha immediately.
So you orchestrated the kidnapping. You're playing with fire, kid. By pitting the triads against Bell Tower, you've put the entire population of Lower Hengsha at risk.
That may be true. But you are here to rescue me, aren't you? So my plan seems to be working this far.
Right. And sometimes the more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your grasp.
I will try to remember that, American. Are you ready to go now?
Sound advice. So, yeah, interesting. But yeah, let's leave it a mystery. Let's not ask about the device, let's just see it in action.
Yeah, but stick close. Your father and I have some unfinished business to take care of, and it all goes to shit if I don't get you back to him in one piece.
Don't worry about that. I'll make sure Father sticks to his promise. Maybe even get him to throw in a little extra. But as grateful as I am for your assistance, from here on in, it's every man for himself. See you later.
Dang, he's got himself one of those augments that lets him cloak. That's convenient. And now he's out. Can we jump back up to there, or should we just poke the wall out? Do a bit of sneaky this way, see if we missed anything exciting. Nothing. Fuck's sake. Nice. Bollocks. Ah, thankfully there was an autosave after I rescued Tong. That's good. Right, let's try that again with less fuckery. I swear Jensen is sick to death of being shot by now. He is not pleased with it. It's probably going to give him some very severe PTSD in the future. Maybe there's an org for that. Right, so there's 3 lads around the corner. 2 of them are facing each other. So we can definitely double KO them at some point. That guy stops just before the corner, because they always do. He's a good boy. We should be able to take him out when he turns around. And I don't think anyone else even comes around this corner, but just in case, you can sit over here. Good boy. It's a very casual pose you've got there, my friend. Just like, oh, I'm fine, don't worry about me. Which is nice, because I'm not going to worry about you. So, we've got 2 chaps there and 1 patrolling, but we can actually just go this way, maybe. Taken out a few of the lads here and there, thanks to our haphazard alarm triggering approach to making progress. There doesn't even seem to be anyone around here now, so that's all well and good. And another ladder leads to escape. So yeah, that little mission was part of the downloadable content for this game. There's another much bigger mission which was released as an expansion pack, and that's also been folded into the main plot of the game, so we'll be coming upon that in the not too distant future. But aside from that, the only other DLC they really added was things like item packs, like the remote explosives and the automatic unlocking devices. They weren't really in the base game, but then you could buy little DLC packs that would include some for you. So a no hacking playthrough would have been a lot harder without these AUDs available to us. Although we've not really been slowed down that much by the hacking. We've not really had to find many creative solutions to get around things, but we have saved an absolute bull ton of time on the old hacking minigame. So it's not been without merit. But now we need to find our way back to Tong, who's in the Harvester base. in the other district, and there seem to be bell tower all over the shop for some reason. So I'll be back momentarily once I've
That is far enough. Get back.
found a way
Shouldn't be here.
past them. Can I just sprint past all these guys?
Back away, sir. This is none of your business.
Yeah, okay. Bell tower's not such a problem when they actually ask questions before they shoot. So yeah, let's go back and see Tong Senior and explain that we've got his kid out there. Alright, guards are not cool with me, so we can just waltz on in. And once again we see Mr. Tong.
You have talent, Jensen. You ever need a job, you tell me. I'll hook you up.
I take it the kid made it back in one piece.
He says I owe you a weapon.
Oh.
But I always repay my debts. With interest.
That's one debt paid. Now tell me what you know.
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. They think nobody notices, but I keep an eye. Every couple of days, one of them loads up in the middle of the night and sails out.
Heading where?
A wise man doesn't ask. I just know the Heizen Su pulls out tonight. And where she make port, I bet you find your scientists.
That's a whole lot of maybe, Tong.
True. But maybe you lucky more times than I can count.
Bell Tower runs tight security. How do you expect me to get on their ship?
One of my boys will leave a package inside a locker for you in an equipment shed. You find it, we talk, and I tell you what to do next.
I'll be waiting with bated breath, I'm sure.
Excellent, so now we're moving on to the DLC mission. So if you haven't got Tracer Tong's mission available because you're playing the original... Ooh, grenade launcher you say? I'll actually leave that with you, Tong, that's cool. But yeah, if you... Oops, another of those spasms. Doesn't seem to have affected anyone else in this place. Maybe they've already acquired the new upgrade.
What the fuck happened?
Oh no, they got that guy. Fair enough. So yeah, you either complete that Tracer Tong mission and then come back to Tong and he tells you what's going down, or if you haven't got that mission available then he just tells you straight what's going down and you get to head off to the dockyard. So we're going to the dockyard now. The mission there was in the base game anyway, but then in the base game there was a time skip of like 2-3 days where you go off to this mysterious place, you do mysterious things, and then you come back and you've got the answers that you need. But when the DLC was released, The Missing Link, you actually now get to play that segment of the game and learn what you need to learn. So we're already at the dockyard. That was a convenient little sewer system. And now we can try and find our way over there somewhere. There's the main gate. What has jumping up here done for us? Anything in particular? Doesn't look like it, but there's an electrified roof over there that will be no problem thanks to our orcs. And there's some sort of shed over here. And in it we have a breaker box. It's always worth turning those off because they could be connected to robots and whatnot. We don't have a password for the security hub. There's a crossbow on the wall, which seems pretty nice, but we've got a silent sniper rifle, so that's fine. So, once again, we've got options for breaking in. We've got the front door, we've got the electrified roof over there, and we got this. I'm tempted to go for the electrified roof option, just because it requires an augment. And stuff that requires augments is generally... Oh, turning off the breaker box actually meant that we don't need to go this way because it doesn't officially require an augment, so it's not necessarily the harder route. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you always shoot at people that are just stood outside the bloody gates minding their own business? Pricks. I mean, yeah, they were right to take no chances. We are Jensen, super murderer. We're not a murderer, we're a hero. But yeah, we've now got access to this place. That guy is paying no attention to us, which is a bit silly. Can we jump in through that window.
Come out!
Maybe not. But we certainly alerted the dude that was in there. So what's the point in that window if you can't jump in? Oh, wait a minute. Egypt. Another chance for chair KO? Lovely stuff. No one's going to find this dude. And there's a code for storage unit B, so that's not the code for this system here, or for this computer. But it's a useful code nonetheless. Turning off the cameras would be cool, but I'm not terribly worried about them because we can usually evade the buggers. So do we go down? Maybe we go down. There's probably fewer guys down here, and there might be a lower way into this storage unit we're looking for. Well, there's a code there. There's a camera watching that guy. But it's not watching further back up here, so there's probably a chance to take him out of the camera's range. Yeah, we're almost certainly out of range of the camera now. Don't really need an EMP. But we'll just move this guy out of trouble. Camera spotted us. What a pisser. So yeah, there's probably dudes approaching as we speak. But at least this guy's now out of trouble. And at least an alarm doesn't appear to have gone off. That's nice. Is there an alarm system in this place, or can I just shoot out that camera without really getting into trouble? Yeah, nobody seems that bothered. So we can stroll over here because of this. Nothing going on in there. But we can go boing boing. And let's see. So yeah, everyone's alarmed now. That's fine. At least the cameras are dropping, because nobody's doing anything about them. Oh, there might be an alarm system in it. Who saw me? Fuck's sake, instantly hostile. Fine. We're getting loud. Nice. Missed. Got him. Right, I think we're all out of enemies on the ground floor. Where are you hiding, he says. I'm right underneath you, little man. Okay, there's an alarm system. But there's also ladders.
I knew someone was here.
You may have done. But it didn't actually help you, did it, Chummo? I'll take your ammo for sure. Can you actually break open doors by throwing dumpsters at them? Probably not. But yeah, anyway, we've got a storage unit to enter. So let's go down and grab that while there's nobody around to stop me. Not that worried about killing all these goons anyway. They're all goons. Where's our package? Tong's explosive
You sure
package.
could teach my boys some tricks, Jensen.
Tong, how did you get this frequency?
Ancient Chinese secret.
Fucking
Now
everyone's
listen,
got this frequency.
You're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Put it on the bastard's desk and trigger it. Sound good?
Sounds like I'm doing you a favor. How does it help me?
The explosion should distract the guards. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. But you only got one shot. No turning back once you trigger that thing, you get me?
I got you. Only set it if I'm ready to go.
I see. So yeah, that's basically telling us, yeah, once you set this off, you're going into DLC land. And I think that's something we should probably try and do. Let's see. That hurt. At least we're in this office now. It's probably absolutely nothing to do in here. We've kind of made this section a bit silly, a bit easy, by just waltzing through and rocket launching everyone. But wait a minute. Here's new guards. Maybe we can go back to being sneaky. There's also an angry robot from the sound of it. That's not great. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I should probably try and be sneakier. Or maybe it would make more sense to try and find a way in through the upper floors. I mean, I'm in this building at least. But yeah, there were upper floors to explore. Up. Who's shooting me? I thought I'd killed everyone at ground level. Oh, there's a sniper. Drat. Right, so where is that? There's a robot. Fucking hell, this explosive magnum still isn't enough to destroy a robot in 3 hits. That's ludicrous. Right, what's going to kill us this time? This whole thing's been a mess. Well, at least that's the robot taken care of. Now, where's that sniper? Which building was he lurking on? And is it a building I can actually just get to with my old magic legs? There he is.
Over there. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Just a bit of that, really. So that's that dude taken out. And now we should be able to pop in through the roof area like I intended to. Dead bods everywhere. I'm sure this has not already caused distraction enough. We still have to plant this explosive even though everyone is completely distracted at this stage. So I guess we'll go do that. So we're back in on an upper floor now, are we? Oh no, we're in the same sort of floor, but at the other end of it. Can we get through here without killing anyone else? Would be nice. Sneak up these steps, just a bit of cloak, just to be absolutely sure. Chap over here, no one's watching him. No battery left though, but we did pick up a bunch of chalky bars, so I don't mind spending one here. That guy should be out of sight, given where we knocked him off. Which is lovely. So I think we could have also snuck in through this up a bit. But we're here now. Reload speed, that's probably useful. Let's drop the old sniper rifle. We've probably got a use for this. Ooh, revolver reload speed, because I mean the pistol's already packing like 22 bullets or something like that. So the upper floor here, is there any secret beam that we can stroll across to get across to the other side? Doesn't look like it. At least everyone's off alert and back to normal now. So yeah, we've gone backwards kind of by coming up here. Not to worry, we've gone backwards, so that means we are now going to go forward. So, maybe just a bit of the old cloak and run until I know what's happening. And I think we got away with that. So we need some stairs on that side, unless there's a way we can... Can we jump up those shelves? Possibly not. You ain't seen a thing, my friend. Unless you have and you want to stroll over and investigate. Or was that the robot? That's probably the robot, actually. Yeah. So we'll just do the old slidey rolls. Get behind these pods. These don't look foreboding at all. But either way, we're past the pods, we're through the window. We've got a credit chip. Now, is there anything to do in this room? So we could turn off the robot in here, but I think the goal is just head upwards. So you turn around, my friend. Good. You... And then immediately turned to face me, which sucks. Can we attract your attention with a bit of the old swingy door? We can. Now can we knock you out and then drag you out of sight is the question.
What are you doing here?
Right, you're knocked out and you're out of sight. Good. Shame that everyone seems to immediately know where we are. How do they know? How does everyone suddenly know where I am? Fuck knows. But either way, the battery's almost back. Come on, battery. I suppose if we knock them all out, as long as there's no one left to res them, knocking them out's just fine. God, what? Someone almost killed me there.
Nothing here.
Come on, batteries.
Break it off. Looked everywhere and isn't here.
Find him. Make sure you check everywhere.
Yeah, make sure you check everywhere, boys. Now we'll just pull your bodies out of the way for just the comedy of them watching their mates just gradually disappear. None of you guys got grenades, so it's not very clever if you haven't. Have I got any EMPs left? I have. Just the one. That didn't even hit it. What a pisser. Oh well. They'll all be looking for me down there. I'm actually up here now.
Report it and stay
We are on top of the office that we need to be in. Don't know why we're on top of it rather than inside it, but hey ho. They can go and wrestle their mates if they wish. Oh, someone spotted me. Fuck's sake. There we go, that's what I was looking for. I figured there'd be a vent in here somewhere. Now, where do I plant this bomb of mine? That's a photocopier, that's no help. But we'll plonk it over here. That's just a computer. Is that just a computer? Yeah. Maybe I'm not even in the right fucking office. I've just come in here and moved the photocopier for no obvious reason. So, here we go, here's the right office. Nice little glowing place bomb here sign. Useful little augment doing that for us, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop off this package. It's going to blow everything up, and we're going to take advantage of the distraction and sneak into the DLC. Let's do it.
Shit! So that distraction wasn't just for me, was it, Tom? Richard, I'm going off the grid for a while. Not sure how long.
Why? What are you up to, Jensen?
Following a lead.
And where exactly is this lead taking you?
You there! Get that cargo clear the fire! We're pulling out now! Load and secure those bombs!
Answer me, Jensen. Where are you going?
Hell if I know, Pritchard. Hell if I know.